Hello everyone, how are you guys today? I hope you guys are all in good condition. And today we are going to talk about a material called procedure text. Let's learn about procedure text together. But before that, I have a questions for you. Not a questions, but two questions. Okay, have you ever done something according to a certain steps? Or do you know what a procedure text is? That's alright if you guys still don't know about what is a procedure text. We will learn it together in this material. Okay, so before we enter the material, I would like to read the learning outcome. So, by the end of phase E, students read and respond to a variety of texts such as narratives, descriptions, procedures, expositions, recount, and report. They read to learn or to find information. They look at and evaluate specific details and main ideas of a variety of texts. This text may be in the form print or digital text, including visual, multimodal, or interactive text. They are developing understanding of main ideas, issues, or plot development in a variety of texts. They identify the author's purposes and are developing simple differential skills to help them understand implied information from the text. And then the next one is the learning objective for this material. So students are able to find social functions of procedure text through collaborative learning and individual methods properly. And then the second learning objective is students are able to find generic structures of procedure text through collaborative learning and individual methods properly. And then the next one is students are able to find the language features of procedure text through the collaborative learning method properly. Okay, so these are the table of contents for this material. So there are 4 table of contents. The first one is the definition of procedure text. It is about the definition of procedure text, and I add a bit material which is about the social functions in the definition also. And then the second one is the structures of procedure text. It is about the generic structures in procedure text. The third one is the features of procedure text. So it is about the language features in procedure text. And lastly, don't forget about the example of procedure text to give you the visual example of the text. So it is about the example of procedure text. Okay, let's go to the first one, which is the definition of procedure text. Let's go. So the definition of procedure text can be understood as a text that contains steps to do something. It might be in the form of, if it is in a food aspect, it might be in a form of food recipe, and if you want to use something, so it can be in a form of how to use something, how to operate something, and etc. And also the social functions of the procedure text is to inform the reader about or the listeners on how to make or to do something in a specific and also in a correctly way. And then the next one is the structures of procedure text. Okay, but before I enter the next slide, do you guys know how many structures are there in a procedure text? That's alright if you guys still don't know about how many structures are there in a procedure text. Let's learn it together. So there are, see, the generic structures. There are 3 generic structures in procedure text. So the first one is the goal or aim. So the goal or aim is like the starting point of a procedure text. So it sets the stage by providing a clear statement of what the reader is trying to achieve by following the instructions. So it gives context and purpose, helping the reader to understand why they are undertaking the task. Or in a simple word, or in the simple sentences, uh, it is contains the purpose of writing the procedure text. So that's the simple sentence of the goal or aim. And then the next structure is the materials or equipments. So this sections provides a comprehensive list of everything needed to carry out the task. It ensures that the reader has everything at hand before starting. But most people misunderstand about this, which is the materials is this could be include tools, equipment, or other supplies. For example, if you are assembling a piece of uh, furniture or something, and this section will list all the required parts and tools like screws, nails, and a hammer, etc. But some people might say with ingredients, not materials, so it is a bit different. So ingredients is in a cooking context, not in a tool context. So it for the example is like all the food items and quantities needed to prepare a dish. So it's like a shopping list for your recipe, ensuring you have everything you need to start cooking. So it is ingredients. So but for the tools or equipments or etc., it in terms of materials, not ingredients. And then the next one is the steps. So the steps are the heart of a procedure text. Why? Because in this section is provides a detailed step-by-step guide on how to achieve the aim or the goal. So it breaks down the task into manageable parts, often in a chronological or logical order. The next one is the features of procedure text. There are also plenty of features in procedure text. Let's go. See, there are 4 language features in procedure text that you have to know. It's not just 4, but you have to know at least these 4 language features. So the first one is using simple present tense. So the simple present tense in a procedure text makes the action immediate and relevant. So it is I will give you a simple explanation. So it contains a sentence that happens right now in real time, guiding the reader as they perform the task. So it cannot be happening tomorrow or yesterday. So it happens right now. So it in a form of simple present tense. And then the next one is the imperative sentences. So the imperative sentences are command forms that tell someone to do something. They are direct and to the point, which is essential in instructions. For examples, like when you try to hit the engine, the motorcycle engine, you have to like the sentence like maybe it can be sound like this: hold the gas for about 20 seconds to hit the engine. That's the example of imperative sentences. And then the next one is connectives or conjunctions. Connectives or conjunctions are words or phrases that link different parts of a text. They can show the order of steps, the relationship between different parts, or add additional informations. So for example, it can be like words such as then, next, after that, before, or finally. These words help to guide the reader through the process in a logical and coherent way of steps. And then the next one is adverbs. Adverbs can provide additional detail about how an action is to be performed, adding precision and clarity to the instructions. So they can describe how, when, where, or to what extent something is done. For example, like the sentence, slowly open the oil filter. The adverb slowly in this example add nuance to the action, guiding the reader on how exactly to perform the task by doing it slowly. The next one is the example of procedure text. Let's read it together. The example: goal, to ride a motorcycle carefully and safe. So according to the goal, what is the title of this procedure text? So the title of this procedure text is how to ride a motorcycle carefully and safe. So the materials or equipments that are needed, of course, the first one is motorcycle, and then the second one is the safety equipments for that, including helm, jacket, mask, clothes, trousers, and shoes. So you have to prepare all of these materials. And then the next structure is the steps. So there are 8 steps in how to ride a motorcycle carefully and safe. So the first one is, first, prepare the motorcycle. You have to prepare the motorcycle before using it. Then use safety equipment such as jackets, helms, masks, clothes, trousers, and etc. Or shoes, not etc. After use that, you can check the engine first. Maybe the engine is broke or not. If the engine is normal, then you are ready to go. After checking the engine, turn on the automatic motor by pressing the electric starter. Just press it and then the engine will start on, and then it turned out to be just fine. And then the next one is sit relaxed and position your hands comfortably on the steering wheel. So you basically just sit relaxed and position your hands with a comfortable position on the steering wheel. The 6 steps is hold the gas handle with a full grip. So you have to hold the gas handle with a full grip, not just with one finger, 2 finger, or maybe no finger. You have to hold the gas handle with full finger, full grip. Then the next one is pull the gas until the motor moves. You might doing it slowly, not too fast, because it might be a bit dangerous for you to pull the gas in a maximum stamina, so you have to do it slowly. Finally, if something important happens, use both brakes together so you can take brake optimally. So maybe you pull the gas too much and then the motorcycle started to run too fast. You might use both brakes together so you can brake optimally. So you might stop immediately by using both left and right brakes. So those are the example of procedure text. So the next one is, of course, task for you. A group task. So the group task rules, the first one is create groups of 2 people, and then the second one is sit according to the group. So you have to choose one of your friends as your pair, so you have to work together in doing this task. So you have to identify the 2 types of procedure tasks that have been shown in the PPT right after this. So, and then the last one is you discuss the result together in class, maybe in another occasion. And then this is the task or the text that you have to identify together with your pair. And we will check the answer in the next meeting. Okay, that is all about the material of procedure text. So thank you for your attention and see you again in the next meeting. Bye bye.